Welcome back to Shift Focus with me, Dipti Kumar. Now this week I took the literary path to find a good read. And well, in town was a new book, author and of course a new storyline in the genre of chick lit. Now that I've kindled your curiosity, let's find out which book I'm talking about, shall we?
What do Sophie Kinsella, Helen Fielding, Lauren Weisberger, Jennifer Weiner, and now Ria Saran have in common? Authors, yes, but chick lit as a genre of writing, more. Joining the bandwagon of chick lit books was Ria Saran's debut work, Girl Plus One. The self-confessed chick lit addict herself launched her novel at Landmark. Energetic associate editor with GQ not only looked sharp in her polka-dotted dress, but was equally sharp with her choice of words, especially since her genre of writing is mostly written off as not serious literature.
I found a lot of the chick lit that I used to read quite angsty. You know, there was a lot of self-doubt and trying to figure yourself out. And while there's a certain degree of Lila, who's my protagonist, trying to figure certain things out, I find in general that I wanted to create a character that was a lot more confident and not very apologetic about who she was and didn't get, need to eat a tub of Baskin Robbins to make herself feel better about a guy, just be a little bit more self-confident. And to me, that's a huge difference because I tend to find chick lit women tend to be a little bit sort of self-doubting and angsty.
In a candid discussion with an audience all well beyond their teens, Ria chatted, discussed and read excerpts from the pages of her book.
I mean, God knows you end up meeting some real on your own, so maybe this isn't such a bad idea. At least they're pre-screened. Traitor, I mutter. Maya laughs. No, seriously. Plus, I guess I'm envious of the fact that you guys have parents you can trust with such a decision. You could always let us pick for you, I say, giving her hand a squeeze. Maya laughs without meeting my eyes.
The book, Ria says, is an easy read which revolves around the life of her protagonist Laila Rao and her findings with and about men. The sexy writer and sex columnist in a popular men's magazine has men fluttering around her like bees would to flowers. But what happens when Laila is caught between one too many men to choose from? That's just a gist. But what's the USP of this book that makes it worth a read?
My book has certain aspects of it that I think are quite different from things that have happened in the past, which is one of the big plot things in this book is that there are actually sex advice bits at the back of every chapter, which is something that I don't think has actually been done in fiction in India for sure before. And I've never read anything abroad that's done it that way either. So that's definitely a unique part of it. And like I said, I think every story is its own little unique story. So I imagine that would help it stand apart a little bit.
The discerning audience at the book launch seemed quite comfortable with the topics that ranged from sex tips to outright views and comments about one-night stands, commitment issues, and life-changing decisions. This book, as Ria puts it, is almost like a desi version of Sex and the City in print.
Saran has plans to write at least 2 more books in this genre before moving into other genres. She was also upbeat with how open-minded the Chennai readers were. Certainly, we are a diverse group of thinkers. I'm putting that in action. I'm waiting to hear from you. So send in your thoughts, views, even a line or two to feedback@ndtv-hindu.com. Now, we're out of time on the show, but stay tuned for the news. Goodbye.